All right. Welcome to episode 94 of the Beer and Bullshit Show. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
I'm your host, Chris Bennett, and looks like it's just the three of us. Just the three of us. Anyway, Shane, what are you drinking?
That sounds like a porno.
Oh, okay. So I have this omission.
Only you would know.
All right. Omission is a porno, but it's a craft beer porno, and it is brewed to be naturally gluten-free. And you know what? It's not got a particularly great label. It's not a real attractive beer, but overall, when you drink it, it's really mild and easygoing, and you can drink a lot of them, and it's high in IBUs, and I love it.
All right, he's sticking to the gluten stuff. Okay, Amy.
The gluten-free. Well, it doesn't make your ass fat. I've actually had some of the beers from Omission before, and no, they're definitely not bad. I was very hesitant to try a gluten-free beer because it just sounded.
Amy was hesitant, weird. And they're not bad. I hope they put out some big, huge, high ABV bombers for you, like pronto, because I'm digging this stuff, and if they could make something up your alley, it might get me some sweet baby Jesus.
They need to get me some hoppy bombers. Or some 13% stouts with bananas.
That's like barley wine. It's like
We were talking about banana beers earlier.
Banana beers. Oh, I haven't had a banana beer.
Amy loves those banana beers. Anyway, what are you drinking, Amy?
I just opened up a Anderson Valley Pinchy Jeek Barrel, which is a bourbon barrel pumpkin ale. They're out of California. It's aged in wild turkey bourbon barrels. It's only 8.5%, so it's a little light. Not a fancy label either.
Nice.
But anyways, they're out of California.
Great brewer.
This is the first time I've had it, and it's on first sip. Listening to you guys, it's good. I'm getting more pumpkin than I'm getting wild turkey, unfortunately, though.
Yeah, that's great.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing. You'll have to ask me that in an hour.
I haven't tried that particular beer, but I have tried that brewer. It's Anderson, out of California.
Actually, I take that back. On second sip, I'm getting some bourbon. I don't know. We'll have to see if I know what wild turkey does to me, so we'll have to see.
You know what? If it makes you go crazy, we may have to end the show early so you can go in the other room. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll tell you a funny story. There was this place I was working at. I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But anyways, on Tuesday became Turkey Day. And by Turkey Day, I mean Wild Turkey Day. And it got to the point where we would have shots after shots after shots after shots of that shit. And I hate doing shots, period. To me, it's totally like high school, college, like lame-o, get drunk and not taste your alcohol stuff. But for some reason, when you're in that moment, and you're handed this like little glass of wild turkey, and they're like, "Girl, you gotta have some." I'm like, yeah, that turkey stank. So you know what? We drank that turkey stank, and yeah, Tuesdays were never pretty at that job, never.
Yeah,
but it was fun. So what you got going on, Chris?
What do I have got going on? I got the show going on. That's what I got going on.
Hey, Rick. Come here for a minute, babe.
What are you drinking tonight, Chris?
90 Pounds of Pumpkin by Sam Adams.
Oh my gosh, that's so seasonal.
Well, it is a seasonal show, so
I gotta dude, that was chill. I haven't done any pumpkin beers this year, and I did a couple of pumpkin beers, but it's just never wanted to.
Yeah, I know.
Do more.
It was like it's almost funny.
It was
Shane, we're over here trying to have a fall beer show, and you're drinking gluten-free.
Yeah, you know what I have though. You know what I have. Check this out. I have Pray for Snow. Okay. You had Pray for Snow. Winter Ale by 10 Barrel Brewing. It's like 7%.
Take a couple of it. You catch it? I didn't catch it the first sip. I caught it after.
Of a maximum.
You catch it? Yeah, it's bourbon barreled in wild turkey. Yeah. That turkey stank. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, I had to share.
Had to share.
He's trying to keep his dog out of our show. His dog likes to sit on me and lick me and kiss me and lay on me.
Just like Rick.
Well, not exactly the same, but not too far off either.
So, what can we talk about tonight?
I think I was telling you earlier. I'm gonna try it after I finish this. The Southern Tier chocolate. Yes. I've been told that it mixes really well with pumpkin beers. I've been told that it mixes really well with pumpkin beers. So I got a local pumpkin beer called Devious, even though he told me that he was the one that he preferred to use because they got their. To me, it tastes like a pumpkin pie, but he said that the dessert beer with the pumpkin beer kind of made for an interesting little flavor combination. So I'm gonna try that out. But we got some new breweries going up around here, and there's a little place down the street here called Whitey's that I go down there and pick up a lot of my beers from. Guy down there is pretty smart. He does his own brews. He has his own beer show too, and they were doing a podcast from there the other day when I went in, so I got to try a couple new beers from this brewery that's getting ready to open up with the guy that owns it. And I don't know, and Baltimore is getting. I mean, they've been good on the beer scene, but I mean, they just there's breweries popping up everywhere. I mean, there's breweries popping up like dead bodies. I mean, it's pretty fucking impressive.
What else is there to do? Either shoot.
Pretty good numbers. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. We got your regular murders. You got your opiate deaths, and then you got your breweries. So there's your finer points of Baltimore. Yeah. And crabs. And crabs depends on whether you're eating them or catching them. So.
And if it gets really bad, then you drink yourself to death. Oh, look who shows up on the Beer Bullshit Show, Mr. Scott.
Well, hello there, Mr. Wine.
Guys?
What's up?
How's it going? Right on.
We're sitting here talking shit about beer.
Wait, that's not a cameo. Yeah.
Always lovely.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking, Scott?
Actually, I've decided to go the Golddrack 9000.
Ooh, I absolutely love those.
And then the one thing that I love about them is that you could buy up a bunch of these and just leave them sit around. They age wonderfully.
Looks gorgeous also.
It's got that nice Belgian yeast strain to it. So, I mean, you got that nice little plum notes going on in there. You got the nice little dates, figs, raisins. And then you got that, like I said, the Belgian yeast going on in there. So you know darn well that you got that clove, the spice notes going on in there, a little bit of banana.
He said banana.
Banana.
No,
man,
I think
they're not bad beers at all, man.
Every beer I've ever had from them, even just the regular $5 bottle beers from them, are exceptional.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't believe that I've ever had a bad beer from them. That's just like I was telling people with the
Wild Turkey barrels. I'm jealous.
Oh, nice. I was telling Chris the other day. I said I was really loving on the Founder's Breakfast Stout this year. Good.
I mean, let me tell you what. I think I kind of got myself in trouble. I went and bought I bought a 4-pack, and I was sometimes. Well, I usually have something at lunch. Be it normally like a glass of Chardonnay or glass of Merlot. I don't normally drink beer for lunch, but I usually have a glass of wine. And I got into some Founders, and I ended up having 2 of them. So it's like, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and like, where's the Founders go? Like, I drank them. But anyway, so I've picked up a little bit more since then. But I mean, God, every time I get them, man, they go so quick. But it's like, like you have, they're so good.
Especially this year. I don't know what it is about this year.
I don't know. All I know is it's they got me with it. And Chris was telling me he found them for a ridiculously cheap price up there. And I don't know, St. Louis, somewhere up there near where he lives. And I'm like, man, I'd have bought the whole damn place out for that price.
Right, because I can't find that shit around here except for like $10.
Oh, he found them for close to Bud Light prices. I was jealous. I was hating on Chris.
She was mad hating. Mad hating. I might have to go back down to. I might have to go back down to St. Louis and get me some more at that price.
Now,
shit.
You've already had it. Now, can you collaborate on some like theories here? Have you had previous years?
I had it 2
I've
years
had it
ago.
For years.
I had it 2 years ago, and I did not like it because I was not all into the coffee. That's the problem. That was the problem. I love it.
Now, my thing for it this year is that I found it to be way more mocha forward than it ever has been.
Wait, that's.
I think so. I think so. The same thing too. I mean, it seems
forward.
smoother this year than more coffee.
Yeah, because I just really got that coffee up front. It was like almost that mocha coffee because it was so much chocolate and so much coffee right up front. And then it went into like that oat smoothness. And then it hits you up again with more chocolate and then ends it with like that dry, bitter coffee note.
Wow.
Have you had any of this year, Shane?
I haven't, no.
It's fucking good. He ain't lying.
I need to see. I've got like Dave's Liquor Joint, Dave's Liquor all the time. It's supposed to be the biggest.
I mean, liquor store. Being from Founders, I just assume that everybody has access to it. You know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've seen it. So I'll have to try. Like, there's Applejack. There's Total Beverage, and there's
and just so you know,
we've got some.
I've never had Applejack.
There you go.
No, Applejack is the liquor store.
That's gorgeous. Yeah, it's a liquor store.
It's a liquor store.
Wheat Ridge. It's in Wheat Ridge. Is it Wheat Ridge?
Yeah, it's that big one in Wheat Ridge. Yeah.
Then we've got Daveco. Daveco is at Highway 7 and I-25, like Thornton, Erie, and Westminster, where they all meet way up there. Daveco, it's huge. They've got a lot of inventory, a lot of variety. And then Total Beverage, we've got Total Beverage all over town. And they're huge liquor stores, great, giant wine selections. Like if you want a specific region of Germany or Italy or France for a wine, or South Africa or Brazil or whatever, they've got it. It's there. Yeah.
Is that like a sister? Is that like a sister company with like Total Wine? Total Wine is one of the things we have out here on the East Coast. But I mean, you can go in. I mean, you can buy wines from everywhere. I mean, Iceland, Germany. You can get your Rieslings, your ice wines, all your stuff from California, your Italians.
Well, that's just like.
Have a really good.
That's just like, I mean, I know that they're just now really starting to get into like the beer and wine selections. But what is it? Trader Joe's. I mean, if you go to some Trader Joe's, I mean, you can find some off the wall beers.
I've actually heard good things about that.
But they have like really killer beer.
Yeah, because it's a bunch of stoners that hang out to pick all their merchandise at Trader Joe's. It's an awesome
But you know exactly what a Trader Joe's is, though, right? All a Trader Joe's is an Aldi's.
Well, they need to get you drunk enough to. So they need to get you drunk. Get you drunk enough to spend that much money on their organic foods.
But their foods are like one-person servings. Like I can down that $8 hummus in 2-3 seconds.
I gotta bring up some of those photos from the last time I went to Trader Joe's and got some beer when I was in Massachusetts. It was freaking amazing, though. I mean, I walked in there and it was like I seen this one IPA that I just never seen before, and it was like an English style IPA. So I picked it up, and it was like one of the best IPAs that I've ever had. But I like my IPAs more malt forward than I do hop forward. So it was like, that was amazing. I picked up like a 6-pack from there, and I only spent like, I think I spent like $12 if I was lucky off of a 6-pack. So it was just like, it was like dollar style beers. It's like $2 for a bomber, like a 22-ounce, but like IPA. It was only a couple bucks.
Really?
Yeah, but it was like
See,
like
that's one of the things that sucks about fucking Maryland is like you can't buy like any alcohol in any of the grocery stores. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a fucking liquor store on every corner, but yeah, you can't buy any alcohol at all at any grocery store. You can't go to Walmart and get a 6-pack of Budweiser. You can't go to the gas station. It fucking sucks because it's a big change from Virginia, but it
Yeah, I mean, even us here in Ohio, I mean, they don't like. I guess the only thing you can say that they limit us on is like Sunday sales. I mean, after like certain hours, at like midnight or 2 o'clock, I think it is.
Well, see, that's one of the things they don't limit them on here. And I mean, I'm adjusting because the liquor stores are everywhere. I mean, I've got like 5 probably within like a 5-minute walking distance from the house, which is sad, but true. But they don't really limit the hours either. because it's all private. Like we're in Virginia, where everything's a department of ABC. You can buy beer at the grocery stores pretty much whenever, the gas stations, but you can't buy liquor and stuff like that because hard liquor is regulated so much by the Virginia ABC. So it's an adjustment when it comes to laws. But I remember I lived in Alaska, and I could go to Safeway across the street from my house when I worked in this little strip mall. So I had my little record store. I was a manager at this little record store. And in the same mall, I had a Safeway. Well, at the Safeway, I could buy beer, cigarettes, grain alcohol. If I stepped out front, I probably could have bought weed. I mean, everything right there in like a little box, I mean, that was Alaska. Different states, different worlds, so.
Oh, God, yes.
But it's funny how so much changes as soon as you cross like this little imaginary line. You cross this imaginary line, you have this welcome to this state, because nothing's really changed. But all of a sudden, you can't do
America,
Jack and or shit,
America.
It's just it's Pennsylvania screwing up everybody, right?
It's fucking disgusting. It drives me nuts because I remember driving across the country several years ago with just me and my 3 kids, and it was when my youngest daughter was 6 months old. So I'm alone with a 6-month-old, a 2-year-old, and a 4-year-old, and I'm making a cross-country trip. And I'm trying to figure out what the gun laws are.
Oh, yeah.
Not much less what the alcohol laws were.
Ooh.
And, I mean, every single time you cross this imaginary line.
Yep, you got to stop and you got to do something
nothing
else.
really changes. Oh, no, I didn't. I mean, I'm sure you all know me, but at the same time, I still had my own series of worries, with obstacles and stuff like that, Once I got through, once I got out of Tennessee and through Arkansas, I mean, I was pretty good through Texas and Arizona, and then when you get to California, you got your whole other set of clusterfuck, but,
Yeah, just don't get caught with your, like,
all these, it's all fucking
magazines.
Oh, it's worse when you come up this way. Or not really. Maryland's not too bad with it. New Jersey is where if you get your ammo is actually illegal. You can have the firearm, but the ammo is illegal.
Yep.
I mean, Maryland's pretty bad, but it ain't Jersey. Ain't New York.
That's why I like Ohio. I'll just stick in my own
They want to do the
moment.
same thing with beer, though. I don't know. I didn't mean to get on like a gun tangent, but I mean it's the same thing with beer. It's like this is going to hurt you, but this isn't. So we can't have this here. We can't have somebody see this here, and I mean, no, it's not like. What's the fucking difference whether you got to go to 2 stores to buy it? And even the Walmart, one of the Walmarts that we go to, and because they can't sell beer inside of Walmart, they kind of built a little liquor store in on the side so you can go and get it there. So, I mean,
our Walmart don't carry nothing besides freaking Bud Miller and Coors anyway.
Regulations. I'm sorry. Did I just admit I went to Walmart?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
But that's okay. That's okay. We forgive you this time.
What's that Weird Al song? Use pink bathrobe.
No, there are necessary evils in this world, and unfortunately, sometimes Walmart is one of them. At least if I want to be, convenienced. So.
Oh, everybody should wear sunscreen.
If I'm gonna be convenienced, man, I'm gonna go to like one of the local truck stops.
What kind of convenience?
You know what? That's one of the things. I'm gonna tell you. That's one of the things that there's a lot of, especially down where I live, that I haven't seen a single one of up here yet, and I didn't even think about that. But I have not seen any adult bookstores. Oh no, we got fucking junky hookers. Up and down this. They're everywhere. But we don't have like adult bookstores and stuff like that. We don't have that random kind of thing that we have in Virginia everywhere.
Yeah, it's very random here as well.
You know what? Amy's the madam.
I guess the reason why we don't have them is because we got junkie hookers walking up and down the street.
Well,
so they don't need to get adult books.
And Amy's making money all off of them because she's the madam of all these junkies.
There you go. That's the reason why
she's she's the madam. She said, "Bitch, you better have my money. Where's my money, you junkie? Where's my money?"
Wow.
Oh.
That is cold down on 4th Street.
No, I don't even think.
She's pulling the Wayne Brady and she goes,
Wayne Brady.
Does Amy got a choke a bitch?
I got myself a big mansion right off of Colfax.
I seen that photo that you posted up though about what was it, that shooting like not very far from the school?
Oh yeah. That was like right down the street. But I mean, Chris, even with my excellent marketing skills, I still don't think that these are the proper commodities I need to actually build wealth.
Oh no, you can build wealth. You just got to make sure that
I think they need teeth.
What? No, they don't. Hummers are always welcome.
Only Scott would know that.
You can get a $5 Hummer with no teeth, man. I'm gonna tell you what. So you still making money?
All I know is you're probably gonna walk away with something Ajax won't take off.
Well, you gotta scrub your shit. Who the hell? Well, that's just like California. Have you seen the recent shit in California? I mean, you're now allowed to go ahead and say that you're the third gender.
Well, I saw the third gender thing, but did you also see the thing about how they're it's no longer like a high criminal offense to have sex with somebody and not tell them that you're
right.
That's
part of that.
Yeah.
That stems from that because of the fact that you don't have to tell your doctor. Whenever you fill out any forms, whether you go to the doctor, whether you go to court, whether you go to anywhere, you don't have to put down a gender. So therefore, if somebody sits there and says that you're a specific gender, you're actually able to sit there and scream out now that they're going against your gender, et cetera, et cetera.
All right, now you guys. I mean, everybody knows I love gay dudes. I've always loved gay guys. Always have, always will.
But what about trans aliens? Do you love trans aliens? Like reptilians?
I don't really know any trans aliens.
You were talking about like the
reptilians. The reptilians, they bother me because of the way their knees bend backwards and their tongues flick out. So that kind of makes me uncomfortable. But I think
I've never heard that from a woman.
How are they gonna shut up?
I'm lost now. I'm just like I've never heard that from a woman. I mean that would have been like the good thing, and it was just like what the fuck.
That was good, Scott. That was so on point.
he is on point. How are they gonna do this shit with crime? I mean, say a non-binary trans person who identifies as a male who's a cat, but is a female cat. And they put so how do you describe this when somebody comes and
gay as fuck?
Fuck.
So that's kind of how I put it because of the fact that I'm just like everybody in California is going to be that way now. I mean, you got shitty ass gun laws, and now all of a sudden your trans bi gender qualifications doesn't match everybody else's. Remember that imaginary wall that we're building down there across the border?
Dude,
we're going to build it up around California as well.
seriously, insectoids are some of the best coders
and
computer programmers and.
Just take that imaginary wall and just put it up around California. I mean, it's just they're. I don't know if it's just their political system or if it's all of them in general.
It was a female cat, but it had a penis and it had a gun. And I'm not sure what kind of gun it was. I mean,
was it a?
It was a penis gun.
That sounds like people just sit there and get high too much.
Was it a multicolored cat?
Oh God. No, don't get,
we didn't even get to race on it. Good God.
I was going to say, don't put this stuff on the internet because then therefore Donny Osmond is going to come out with something else transcolored.
It was a black cat, but identified as a calico cat.
Oh, see, there you go. Now you're racist.
Or it was a white dog. It was a white dog, but it identified as a brindle dog. Okay. I mean, no.
Oh my gosh. A white.
Do you see this working for me? I mean, do you see this shit working for me that I'm going to go down inside like everybody knows? I mean, have you ever heard of Youngstown, Ohio? Everybody ends up here.
Your favorite spot, Scott?
No, hell no, it's not my favorite spot.
Yeah, we all know.
It is.
That's why you talk about it.
Youngstown, Ohio is one of the most ghettoest places in Ohio besides like Cleveland itself. If you're going to go down like 199th to 98th, 98th Street, all the way to 192nd, all of it, all ghetto. It's just trashed. But you think I'm going to go down there and say, oh, I identify as a black man now? You think that's going to work out for me? No, it's not.
Yeah, it might. It might.
No, it's not. I ain't gonna live.
If you could rap,
I am not gonna live.
If you could,
dude, I am not Eminem.
If you drink OE,
I can tell you right now.
And can rap and smoke blunts, okay? then you might identify as a black guy because that's all we do is drink OE.
Right. That's right. Old English, St. Ives.
That's all we do.
Smoke weed all day.
Yeah.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Dude, that's all we do.
Right. That's it.
Oh my God. My kids have actually picked up on that meme, and my kids are kids.
It's good.
They're like, hey, Mom, listen to my new ringtone.
I love
smoke weed every day.
I love seeing children
but see, Chris does not follow the natural guidelines for ghetto because of the fact that Chris is more, Indian, Blackanese than anybody that I've ever met in my life.
I'm sophisticated. I drink craft beer. Okay. Okay.
Chris, are you black? You just got called Blackanese. What the fuck is Blackanese?
Only when she's on hers.
So damn.
That's hot and sexy.
That's the Black Chinese. You never seen some Black Chinese girls?
What's the proper term though, too? Because we have like Moreno, we have mulatto, we have Spanglish.
Chris ain't Japanese.
Oh, that dude, he's got to love some samurai movies. Come on.
I think we should just call everybody people.
Yeah, that don't work. We're not people anymore. We're like pigs, remember?
Can't we just be people?
No, we're not people anymore. We're not people anymore because we now have 98 genders.
Yeah, that's right. 98 genders.
If I'm going to eat a steak, if I'm going to eat a steak, then I want to know what the type of steak it is. But if I'm going to meet a friend, I don't care.
I'm gonna identify each of you. Shane.
Don't assume my gender. Don't assume my gender.
I'm going to.
I want to find out what I am, guys.
Shane Shane is a wannabe soccer player / redneck who wants to be from London. So he's got his little football player shirt on, but he's also got his little camel hat because he kind of wants to be a country boy too. So, and he doesn't shave very often, but he's not committed enough to grow a beard. So, let's see. Let's go to Scott. Scott has the fancy hair. Don't assume his gender. Scott.
Tell us his favorite pronouns.
I'm gonna say Scott's favorite pronoun is they. He's gonna be a they. Well, no,
favorite pronoun is they.
But he does have that little curl in the front of his hair, so he's kind of got the pretty. Does that. So
he's basically a 10 out of 10.
And
wow.
but he doesn't groom his eyebrows. So I think he maybe slightly identifies as a male, but with the hair, it could possibly be female.
Well, there's no chance.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Nope. Scott's a fag. All right, let's go to Chris. All right, Chris has the very accepting of himself, manly bald head. Doesn't shave the sides. Proudly lets the gray grow into his beard. I'd say Chris, even though he's black, is a white cis male.
Oh no!
Oh!
That's fucked up. Wow. That is fucked up.
Damn, son.
Oh.
That's okay. That's okay, Amy. I'm drinking that beer I was gonna send you.
That's like the least. Damn. That's hard.
But yeah, she's like, you don't groom his eyebrows, but yeah, Chris knows, going up to the lady's doorstep doing this and me. Well, wait, we gotta make sure the eyebrows are straight.
You've been following Kathy Reasonwitz or something?
No.
I troll her.
I just figured I'd fuck with you guys. Oh, so nobody's gonna tell me that I look like an aging lesbian or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm the only one that gets to roast you guys.
We're not gonna say that you're Rosie O'Donnell.
Let me reverse myself in time. Back to when I was a 17.
I'm not big enough to be a Rosie O'Donnell.
17-year-old.
Thank God.
Roast master. All right. And we can. What are we virtue signaling here? Is that what this is called? Or we're stereotyping? Okay. Stereotyping. I just can't do it anymore. I don't think I've got it in me.
Everybody has it in them.
Thank God. I've heard that from a man more than once today. I do it with friends
all the time.
No, what was going on in that situation?
He was actually packing a box.
Oh, stop right there.
back in his box. You know what I mean?
Fucking knew it. Dude.
Now, see, I can actually say that because the missus actually works with a gay guy that actually does shipping. So
what?
And it's freaking hilarious. He's at this point in time in his life, he just got shingles. So I mean, he's always holding his back and he's limping. So therefore, I make fun of him all the time. I'm like, dude, if you don't take him that big, you wouldn't have hip problems.
Do you know if he's really good at packing?
No, he'll let you know that he is.
We're gonna get banned from YouTube, okay? Because of all this. I mean, we thought Chris Cantwell was bad. This is getting up there a little bit, so.
We were talking about shipping and shipping supplies and logistics.
Shipping
I don't.
and
There you go.
supplies. Can you see?
Shipping.
Can you see the
like FedEx?
Can you see the publicity we get? Headline news.
Hey man, what can Brown do for you?
Such and such organization seeks to ban the beer bullshit show from YouTube or something.
FedEx is gonna sue us for talking about packing shit. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because they hate the home use.
Well, they're packing shit.
How many companies have we sit there and said already?
And the worst thing is this entire operation is run by a white cis male.
And
I see that look you're giving me too. I see it. Don't you look at me in that tone of voice.
I forgot.
I'll look at you any way I want.
Wait, you said I was Mexican, right?
I'm fucking with Chris.
It's all good. It's all good, AB. I'll remember this. I'll remember.
I wanted to be like,
like Patrick.
I know.
Patrick
I'm in trouble
Farms.
later.
I'll remember.
I wanted to be Latino, so I'm a little disappointed in your analysis, Amy.
Well, you can be Puerto Rican, and then you can get a lot of sympathy and aid.
Yeah, that's American, dude. Puerto Rican is American, just like Guam and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
But remember, we visited, and we know the president of the Virgin Islands now.
Yeah, they have the best Virgin Islands.
Virgin Islands, yes,
Bigly.
That's right. That's the reason why all of them want to die and go to the Virgin Islands so they can get 72 of them.
All the virgins love you.
Yes, there you
go. Believe me. Anything.
He can't even do it.
Big D.
I really wish we could inject Jim Bab into this conversation right now.
Yeah, well,
that would be funny. It would be hilarious.
Alrighty then.
Certain things that Jim Bab says that fill in all the gaps. This guy's packing the boxes.
That's fill in all the gaps.
It's a special story.
I think Harvey Weinstein wrote a movie about that.
Oh, God. No, that was the Red Couch episode, wasn't it?
So I opened another beer here. Unseasonably.
Red Couch, Black Couch.
Yeah, the color doesn't matter, right?
Pray for snow.
Yeah,
now, tell me. Here you guys go.
It's nice.
There's my next one.
You know what? I almost picked that up the other day in St. Louis. Even more G's. I almost picked it up.
But I can get this can. I do not digress about picking up cans of this beer for $5 a can.
Which one is that? Oh,
Even more Jesus.
Which one is that? Which one?
Yep. It's Evil Twin.
Even more Jesus. Yeah, we get that down here quite a bit.
I do not digress about.
We get some of that sometimes.
Yeah, picking this.
There's nothing wrong with getting beer in a can. Actually, I'm honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I would love to get more beer in a can. I like cans better than I like bottles.
Me. Black stuff. Oof. Oof.
It's like a little slice of heaven in it.
That's I'm telling you. Ooh, buddy. if oh, I'm gonna do this. Hold up.
No,
Hold up. Here we go. I know this is a beer head from hell, but at the same time, when's the last time you've seen a head that brown? Ha ha.
That's a good looking bear you got there.
Nope.
Now, I think that's an absolutely amazing beer. But if you guys will excuse me for a minute, I will be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
But picking up, like, I mean, this is a pint can, and you're talking about a 12% beer in a pint can. So that's a 16-ounce can for only $5.
Hey, Scott.
I don't digress.
In St. Louis, they're selling those for $12.99 for a 4-pack.
Damn, that's good. That's real good.
And like I said, with the Founders, they were selling those for $7.99 for a 4-pack.
Yeah, I'd pick that. If I could get those prices, I'd be picking these beers up all day, every day. I mean, because in my opinion, I do pick up like my Sam's. I mean, I'll still pick up like the 6-pack of Boston Lager because it's my everyday go-to beer. But if I'm looking for something to just like relax and only have one of and just to do the job right, I mean, I would want something like this because of the fact that it's just going to be one of those ones that you're going to sit back, you're going to enjoy, and you're just only going to have one of, and it's going to get you feeling right.
Well, like I said, I picked up some goodies down in St. Louis. So now I'm just waiting for Sam's Club to put the 24 packs of the Winter Classic out on the floor. So I can grab that.
Did you? I'll ask it this way: did you take notes in what is in there?
Yes, I did.
Now, can you confirm what is in there?
Yes, I can actually.
Go ahead, because I've got kind of like a thing going on here.
There's a chocolate bot.
All right.
There's the old Fezziwig or whatever.
Right.
There's the Winter Lager.
Of course.
There is the regular Boston Lager.
Of course.
There's the Amber Bock.
Okay.
Which is a new one,
right?
I guess.
It is.
And I'm missing one, aren't I? Yes, I am. Ah, shit. I forgot which one that last one was. Oh, it's an oatmeal stout.
There it is. That's kind of the one I've been like waiting on.
Yep, it's an oatmeal stout. That I'm really looking forward to that one. So.
Yeah. All right. Take a little break there.
Man, I love that beer. I just seen a picture of the Citra Ass Down.
So what's new with you, Scott?
To be honest with you, the only thing that is like really that new with me is that this Friday will be exactly a month that I have quit smoking.
Yay! I know you can do it, Scott.
Well, of course, I'll say that much. I mean, I don't digress that I can't do it. It's tough, but somebody's got to do it.
So what how did you decide that you were just going to do this?
I need more money to buy my guns. No, seriously. I've got a newfound love for definitely shooting. And it was either keep smoking and spending like almost like $60 a week, or, you know, take that money and save it up for ammo and other things and fill up another niche in my life.
Guns and beer, huh?
Oh, yes. Full on revolution, baby. That's why I keep telling people, everybody's like, you know what? You can't drink and you can't carry pistols. I said, yeah, did they tell that to the same people that started the revolution? Did they tell that to the same people that started the Civil War? Did they tell that to anybody that ever started any war? Did they tell that to the people that are over there fighting nowadays? Shit, no. I said, you don't want us doing